Rest. Coming to salute you, the fans. On your feet, wave your hat, your programs, whatever you got. Send these drivers on. It's the CorrPAK Merchandising Sprint Cars. Show, well, here you go. Let's end all the anticipation as we bring to you our feature presentation.
So here we go, a pair of 2014 feature winners on the front row. Steele on the inside, Steyers on the outside. Steele tries to slide up, but Steyers will take over the lead down the backstretch.
Glenn Steyers very quickly to the point, but here comes the real deal. Chris Steele in his tire tracks. Two drivers at the front already with feature wins here in 2014.
Steyers has the early lead. Steele second. Malloy with a good run on the bottom now in the 5M, and here comes Patrick and Mitch Brown in the top five again.
Brad Malloy, impressive run here tonight. First race back in a year aboard that 5M, running in the third spot, showing no signs of rust at all.
Malloy doesn't run here all that often anymore, but when he does, he's always a threat. And now he falls back a bit. Patrick to the outside, trying to take over third from Malloy.
Chris Steele holding down the second spot, but here comes the Tilbury Tornado to the outside of Brad Malloy. Malloy has a spot for a moment, but Patrick back to the outside, trying to grab third away.
So Steyers has a 1.8 second lead right now over Chris Steele, as Patrick and Malloy still fight over that third spot. Patrick not able to gain much on Steele right now.
Wow, Glenn Steyers bobbled a lot up at corner three that time, caught a rut up around the berm there, and he gathers it back up, but he did lose a little bit of time that time around to Chris Steele.
Right now the top side is the fast way around. Malloy, the only driver in the top five, trying to run the bottom, and that's not working out well to his advantage right now as Steyers catches the tail end of the field.
Yeah, Steyers will work around John Burbridge in the 21J, up around the top side in corner number two. He'll clear him very easily. Next car in line will be Connor Mahoney in the 5C.
So Steyers puts a lap on Burbridge, and now heavy traffic is going to be in front of Steyers, including a pair of cars side by side, Zankin and Mahoney that last time.
Steyers works to the outside of Mahoney, now catches the back end of the 94 of Stan Zankin, and Zankin running a little higher up, so it's going to be harder for the leader Steyers to get by Zankin.
Steele has gained a little bit on Steyers in this traffic, but still Steyers have about a half straightaway lead. Steele is second, then it's Patrick. Then you go back another straightaway to Brad Malloy and Mitch Brown. Behind them, Todd Hoddick, Justin Martin with a wild ride up there, Jessica Zemkin, Shane Ross, and Jim Hoopen in the top 10.
Yeah, the top three have definitely broken away. They're two-lap cars between third place Kyle Patrick and fourth place Mitch Brown. The 10 car has now moved up into the top five once again. Mitch Brown with a great season going on right now.
Steele is now 1.4 seconds behind Steyers. He has cut into the lead just a little bit, but Steyers is going to have some clear track ahead of him once he clears the 10J of Hughes and the 71 of Slider.
9 more laps to go for Glenn Steyers in the zero, looking for his second win of the season. He won on opening night. He'd like to grab another. He's second place in the points coming into tonight.
Kyle Patrick is working as hard as he can to try to get around the 80 of Chris Steele, still up there fighting for that spot, and a bit of smoke out of the 33K the last time through corner 4.
Here comes Kyle Patrick down to the inside of the real deal. Chris Steele, the Tilbury Tornado, shoots by. He'll grab the runner-up position as there are now just 7 laps to go.
Steyers has clear track in front of him now as the second and third place cars have 3 lapped cars in between. Patrick has cleared the 71 of Slider, now sets his sights on Hughes.
Tell you what, Kyle Patrick is definitely making a hard charge here with 6 laps to go. He's got 1 lap car between he and the leader. He'll work to the outside of Jeremy Hughes through 3 and 4.
And Patrick is definitely gaining on Steyers now, has cut another 0.2 of a second off the lead that time by. Still 5 to go. Patrick is not out of this yet.
No, he gained more ground that lap, I believe, as well, as he closes the distance big time in corner number 3 across the stripe. This time, Glenn Steyers is your leader. The differential, another 0.3 knocked off.
And Steyers now sees more traffic ahead, so Patrick is going to have a chance here with 3.5 laps left to go. Patrick is there now.
Tornado warning for the Ohsweken Flyer. Glenn Steyers, the Tilbury Tornado, in his tire tracks with 3 laps to go. The differential now just 0.3 of a second as they go into corner 3.
And Steyers has not heard or seen anybody all race. He does not know Patrick is there yet. 2 to go now for your leader, Steyers, but Patrick is there. And a spin for Justin Martin in turn 2. We will keep going.
And Kyle Patrick, I think, got out of the throttle. That may have just cost him a shot at the win. He stays though there. Glenn Steyers slipped up a little bit in corner 4. White flag is out.
Patrick has to try to split these 2 lapped cars. He will get around Dempster, but does he have enough time to catch Steyers?
Oh, he really was loose off of corner number 2 that time. He'll make one more bonsai move through 3 and 4, but off the 4th corner, repeat winner, 2nd time this year, Glenn Steyers wins.
And another caution-free feature, another track record for the CorrPAK merchandising sprint cars, 5 minutes and 10 seconds on that race.
He's out of the car. You can hear you, the Ohsweken Flyer, Glenn Steyers. We'll bring you over here to the back of the car, Glenn. To be fair to the other competitors, you had the most track time this week, but you're aboard a tractor in corner 1 and 2. This track was beautiful tonight.
You can't imagine the hours that my team spent to make this happen. I mean, I got to thank Redway Fuels for supplying all the fuel for tonight and all of the work that we did all week. Burger Barn gave me a heck of a deal, tearing that apart. Greg Isaac, Stoney's Trucking, helped us. I mean, without the teamwork of all of the guys down here in their businesses, helping us make this possible, we wouldn't be in the shape we're in. The track was amazing, and Steve Moulton gave me a heck of a car tonight. It was like on a rail. It was so smooth, and man, all this hard work paid off.
Kyle Patrick was closing in those final few laps, but your car seemed like it was on rails no matter where you were running.
Well, I just wanted to take it easy because I don't know if you could tell, but in turn 3 and 4, the car kind of got bound up in the corner, in the middle of the corner, so I couldn't see anybody behind me or hear anybody. I mean, I kind of thought somebody was close, but I was probably 3/4 throttle. I had a lot more to go, so just hanging in there and keeping it safe.
Well, you've got the 2nd win of the season, the first driver with 2 wins. How's that sound, Glenn?
That's pretty awesome. You know what? Again, my sponsors, Case, all of the equipment that they give us in O'Neill's to make this possible for us. I just can't thank them enough. They give us a new grader. I mean, the stuff that they've done for us, and CorrPAK Sprint's giving us a nice championship fund. I mean, everything's just coming so awesome. So you guys got to help us and advertise for us and bring a friend and help us pay for some of these bills here. Thank you all.
Let's hear it for the Ohsweken Flyer, Glenn Steyers. Clinton Jeffrey has got the Tilbury Tornado, who came home 2nd.
Well, Greg was calling for a tornado warning for Glenn. You were coming, Kyle. Can you be happy with 2nd tonight?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely happy with that. I mean, the car was there. We were moving and shaking when we got her into 2nd there, and started reeling him in a little bit. I think I got some for him. And started wheeling around some lap traffic on the bottom, and I was still making good time. And I thought, well, when I get to him, I'm probably going to be able to put a move on him. And just a racing deal. We got crossed up there and some lap traffic up the top of 2 here. And just let him get in the way enough to get away from me. But no, we're definitely happy with that. It was car was good. We've been struggling with it, and we finally got her back now, and it's definitely running around here good.
All right, there you have it, Kyle Patrick, 2nd. Chris Steele, can you be happy with 3rd tonight? I probably could have used a yellow.
Yeah, first off, hats off goes to Glenn and crew for getting this track in shape. Track was awesome tonight, so hats off to him for the win. And yeah, I guess I could have used caution. I don't know. I mean, I was fading at the end there, and top 3 is pretty good, so I'll take it.
Good night in the points. How about a hand for our top 3, Glenn Steyers, Kyle Patrick, and Chris Steele tonight in the CorrPAK Merchandising Sprint Cars.
Kyle.
Number 1.
Number 1.
Each review automotive mini stock ready for their 15-lap feature here at 6 stations. Manual night 24 cars scheduled to start. Second lineup starting on.
White flag is out for the final feature of the night. Looks like we'll see the white flag again. This time Byfield is grouped up. Next time around, we'll go green flag racing for the final feature of the night, the Strickland GMC Crate Sprint Car Division. 3 weeks, 3 winners. Actually, 3 weeks, 4 winners if you count Kyle Durnan, who had the misfortune there with the weight infraction. But looking to see if we'll have a 4th new winner in this brand new division. Field will catch up to Paul Lang now as they get down into corner number 3. Field is set, and here we go. Ready to settle at the final feature. 15 laps the distance. The Strickland GMC Crate Sprint Cars.
So here we go with Zuba and Lang on the front row. Lang got a heat race win earlier tonight. Chance in the 18 got his first podium finish last week. A much different track this week, though.
Zuba, your leader. Lang to the outside. It's 2x2 in behind them as they rocket off of corner number 4.
Close racing between Chance and Thorne for that 3rd spot. Zuba gets a little squirrely up front. That allows Lang to get around him for the lead.
After the racetrack they had last week in corners 1 and 2, these drivers just getting the feel behind the wheel of a sprint car must love the track here tonight.
Look at Tyler Hendricks. He's loving this smooth track, making some moves on the bottom. He will take over 4th and work on 3rd now on Mike Thorne.
Yeah, he's down to the inside of the Burger Barn 55 as Hendricks trying to find a line. He'll hop back into the 4th spot. Here comes Josh Chance to the outside of him.
A few bumps down there in turn 4 have upset a couple of these cars, but they will get through there. And now Jake Brown hooks a wheel and gets upside down hard in turn 2. Red flag will come out.
So red flag out for the driver of the 110. Jake Brown, last week's winner. Upside down, hooked a wheel up there in corner number 2, as Tommy mentioned, and rolled it over.
Driver is clear.
Driver is okay, folks. That's the good news.
Just one moved up and he caught it there.
If I'm not mistaken, that's the first sprint car rollover of the year here.
It is, in anything.
Any of our divisions, yeah. So good to see Jake Brown is okay in the 110. Oh, that's right. Dale Callan, our photographer, reminds us that
Well, in sprint cars is what we were referring
rolled
to.
his bomber, but no sprint cars have been upside down until this point.
Well, guys, I'm up here in turn 2. Oh, we got a big fire on the 110 now, and the guys are right there. They get it out immediately. Great job by our rescue crew again.
I'm sure the oil all leaked out of him or something.
Yeah, we've had a few rollovers this year, obviously. Laura Hughes in the Thunder stocks. Mike Taylor in the mini stocks. We've seen 2 in the bombers this year, but this was our first sprint car rollover.
I leaned in the window. Jake said, yeah, I'm all right, but I don't really have much to say. So if it's all right, I'll decline to talk. And last week's feature winner gets the worst ride in racing in the medical vehicle. They'll check them over, as they do week in, week out. And I got to tell you, once again, we keep touting our guys, but we got the best safety crew around, fully equipped, 12 guys all in fire suits. When that thing lit up here in turn 2, it was out in about half a second.
So from the highest of highs last Friday night to the lowest of lows for Jake Brown. And he came in leading the points, so this is definitely going to hurt his championship chase.
So it was either Robbie General or Aaron Turkey that Jake got made contact with. We'll keep an eye on the right rear tires of both those cars, as Jake made pretty good contact contact with those cars before he got upside down. And it might have been the 0 of General who's sitting over there in turn 3 and 4. So when they get back rolling, we'll just keep an eye on the right rear of General to make sure it's still holding air.
Don't forget, next Friday night, the Patriot Sprint Tour in town to take on the CorrPAK Merchandising Sprint Cars. First of our special events here in 2014. And a reminder, if you have any 2-for-1 passes, free passes, they are not valid next Friday night because there's a price increase with the CorrPAK versus Patriot Sprint Tour event. $15 general admission for adults, $12 for seniors and students. So just a reminder, those 2-for-1s and free passes not valid next Friday night when we have the CorrPAK Merchandising Sprint Cars take on the Patriot Sprint Tour. 7:30 start time. Ohswekenspeedway.com for more information. We'll have all of our other divisions in action as well next Friday night.
Yeah, let's push them off, guys. Wait on your push trucks. Wait on your push trucks.